Would you rather never hunt ever again or get fisted by Andre the Giant?
All because of this fucking idiot.
Alright, so firstly, I'm wearing a white shirt because Ben Dodds, you told me wearing a black shirt for stripping assembly was a bad idea, so thanks, cunt. Alright, 76.15, let's go through and strip it down. Firstly, what are we going to do? Ah, bit of safety, clear. Alright, so we don't want to fire the action because we need to have a trigger mech cocked when we strip that, so we're going to just leave that on safe. That's all good. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off our foregrip. So, it's got a threaded bolt here, going to need a flathead screwdriver, and we're going to take that bitch off. Alright, it's got a couple of washers, spring washer, sling swivel. They can all just go over there, pull it apart as you will. Alright, that's going to come straight off. Obviously that's not the original, that's a tri rail that's been put on, but cool, whatever. Alright, so we're going to take off our butt. If you have the original butt, what you're going to have to do is in the end of the butt plate is going to have 2 small screws. You use a small screwdriver, take that out, take the butt plate off, get your slotted screwdriver, probably one that's got a little bit of a longer handle than that, up there, unscrew that, pop it off. This one's slightly different because it's got an additional one, so I'm just going to quickly rip this one off. Alright, so if you've taken your standard stock off, this is where you're going to be at. Alright, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take out our trigger mech and our magazine well. Alright, you've got 2 pins here. Some, if you're really, really stiff, you might need a little bit of a hammer to give it a love tap. If not, pretty easy, you can get a small screwdriver or a punch. Alright, it's got a little beveled hole in the top there, alright, which will help you locate in the center so you don't slip off and scratch your finish. Alright, punch those down. That's one. This one here's a bit of a cunt. Oh, yep, straight on the floor. That's a fucking good one. Alright, so what would be better for doing that is actually sticking this up on something to hold it up off the table and then knock them straight through. But I don't have anything, so adapt and overcome. Alright, so taking those 2 out, now we're going to take out this Allen bolt. Oh, wrong size. That's what she said. That biatch out. Now, all we have to do is pull down, trigger mech comes out, and our mag well comes out as well. Yeah, pretty easy. Alright, with your trigger group, you don't want to strip it down any further because you're going to fuck it. You can clean it, obviously. The hammer's here. If you want to depress your hammer, go back to fire and keeping pressure on the front of your hammer, depress the trigger and slide it forwards. Then you can clean, do everything you need to do, and then remember, lock it back in a sear, put it back on the safe before you put it back in the weapon. Alright, now we're going to take out the front, so the barrel and the slide. So it's pretty easy. You've got these holes along the tube here. You can use either an Allen key or a screwdriver. I just use a screwdriver. If it's your first time doing this is going to be fucking bullshit tight. You'll be able to get it. So just rotate that. We can just keep on doing this until we get this tube out. Alright, so our tube's free, just fold her up inside there, just keep it out of the way. Alright, what we're going to do, grab our receiver, grab our barrel and our slide, and we're going to pull it. Alright, that little thing that popped off there, that's just your ejection port cover. It's just a piece of plastic that can go there. Alright, receiver, that's it. That's all you got, so you can go ahead and clean that if you wish. Alright, then we're going to separate our barrel from our bolt. And to get a barrel out of the slide, you can see it's stuck there. So what we're going to do is rotate it 90 degrees, lift it straight out. There's our barrel, and there is our bolt. Alright, so you can strip your bolt down a little bit further if you really, really want to. You shouldn't have to. However, if you want to, you can. You can punch these 2 pins out here, which I'll show you how to do right now. It's pretty easy. You can use either a Allen key, or if you've got a little hook thing, whatever the fuck that's called, you can use one of those. Alright, got this little groove here. You're just going to go line the groove up, go up underneath it, and then we're going to punch that pin straight up grab it with your little coward fingers and pull it out. All right, same on the other side. Pull that one out. All right, now your bolt can free spin, and then I don't have the right size punch for this, but there is a very, very small pin just at the back there. All right, you can punch that pin out. That will release your firing pin spring, and you can clamp it together. That will also allow you to take the bolt out completely, so you can give it a nice lube. You don't have to do that, and obviously the operator's manual recommends you don't do that because that's an armourer's job, but you can do it if you want to. All right, so let's put those pins back in, making sure our locking lugs are uppermost, which they are. You're going to see one's fat, one's thin, so you can't put them in the wrong side. Whack that back in like that. All right, so in a nutshell, that is stripping down a 7615. Super simple, and obviously now we're going to reassemble it. If you want me to show you how to clean a weapon, leave it in the comments. I don't think anyone would really need to learn how to clean something, but if you do, fuck it, I'll teach you. All right, so we're going to reassemble it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our bolt and we're going to put it back into our receiver. So bolt forward, uppermost, right, opposite of how we took it out, right angle, oh, fuck you. All right, opposite of how we put it in, right angle, give it a twist. All right, and slide the barrel straight back onto the bolt. That's going to seat it correctly like that. All right, this bit can be a little bit tricky if you've got dick fingers, so get your cover. You're going to see it's got a little, here's a pointer, it's got a little recess here. That lines up with the front of that. That'll sit there. Pin it down with your thumb, hold it this way, get your receiver, put it straight through that hole in the front of the receiver, it'll slide straight on. Oh my God, look at that. It's a fucking miracle. We're going to slide our tube forward. All right. And engage it onto our thread. And depending on how tight yours is, you can either do this by hand or you might need the tool. This one's fairly fucking tight. And then what you're going to do is tighten it down. Make sure it is tight. I don't know off the top of my head exactly how many Newton torquey fucking thing. I don't know how fucking tight the cunt has to be, but pretty tight because obviously that's what holds the barrel on. If it's not tight, you're going to be very, very inaccurate and or firing out of battery, which you fucking do not want. So, I'm going to tighten that up. Fucking tighter than a nun's cunt. Alright, so we've got that back on. Now we're going to put in the rest of our components. First one here is going to be our magazine well. Alright, make sure that's slid all the way down. And we're going to fold out or hold our receiver up. I'm going to get this, I'm going to put it all the way to the back there. And then the magazine well is going to sit down just like that. Pretty fucking simple. Alright, grab your trigger mech, remembering that you have to have it cocked, put it on safe, that way you can't accidentally fire it, and make sure that this action bar release or action release, bolt release, whatever the fuck that lever's called, make sure that's free moving. Alright, fold it over, you're going to see there's a little tiny hole, use a pointer, little tiny hole just here. Alright, that's where this goes in. Slide that down in there. Alright, and then that will drop into place. Alright, once it's there like that, line your holes up, which there should be, alright, and punch your pins straight in. If you've got coward fingers, back of a screwdriver is usually good because it's plastic, it's not going to wreck your finish. Give it a love tap. Alright, so once you've got your trigger mech in and your mag well in, you want to check that everything's working. Obviously you don't want to put the rest of the weapon together and realise, oh fuck, I didn't assemble the receiver correctly. So what we're going to go through is we're going to cock it, put it on the fire, and then we're going to check that it fires. We're going to watch that, see that this here pops out. Alright, popped. Show that again so you can see, watch this right here. Right, now we know that everything is functioning correctly. You can go ahead and put your buttstock back on. Obviously, if you've got a standard one, it's pretty easy. It just bolts straight on and then put your butt pad back on. Obviously, I've got a different one, so just watch me fast forward this. Alright, so once that's done, we can go ahead and put our slide back on. That is also pretty fucking simple. Oh look, it just slides on. Put your bolt back in. That screw is an absolute pain in my rectum. All right, so now we have completely assembled our 7615. It's pretty simple, it's pretty easy. It's a few little things. So, in short, take your front grip off, take your butt off, take out your trigger mag, take out your mag well, take off the barrel, take the bolt, clean it, put it all back together. It's pretty simple. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you want to strip something else, leave it in the comments. Maybe I'll do a Marlin 336 next. Maybe I won't. Who fucking knows? You tell me what you want, and I'll see if I can do it. And if not, then I'll go fuck myself. Newton talky fucking thing. I don't know how fucking tight the cunt has to be, but fucking tighter than a nun's cunt. Now, remember, yeah.
I want to go forward driving and cook sausages and get my feet out